A Vanity Fair writer who was ahead of the curve for American journalists doing critical examinations of Meghan Markle opened up this week about what she's learnt since profiling the American Duchess of Sussex in 2018. In a conversation with ex-BBC journalist Andrew Gold for his On the Edge podcast, Vanessa Grigoriadis explains why Meghan is the product of her upbringing in a dysfunctional family on the fringes of Hollywood, the world's so-called dream factory. As Grigoriadis explained in the podcast and in a Vanity Fair story, the wife of Prince Harry is an ambitious striver who's long sought to be a household name and to rise above a family's middle-class but unconventional, shaggy dogtail existence. To do that, she worked hard in high school and college, struggled to make it in Hollywood, aggressively courted press attention as a B-list cable TV actress, and crafted narratives about her life that are not necessarily aligned with reality. Grigoriadis agreed that the latter is a very Hollywood thing to do. What we know now about her is that she has a sort of strange relationship to objective reality, Grigoriadis said. She has this warped reality and then she marshals evidence underneath it to support a thesis that may not be the case. In Grigoriadis' Vanity Fair story, which looks at the breakdown in Meghan's relationship with her father, Thomas Markle, and her older half-sibling, she offered an example of the Duchess's self-mythologizing. When Meghan and Harry were still working members of the royal family, they embarked on a highly successful royal tour of Australia and the South Pacific. Crowds loved the Duchess's almost magical mix of micromanagement and moments of authenticity, Grigoriadis wrote. But Meghan's perfection was pierced after she delivered a speech at a university in Fiji about the importance of college and of funding girls' education. It was through scholarships, financial aid programs and work study where my earnings from a job on campus went directly towards my tuition and I was able to attend university, Meghan said. And without question it was worth every effort. Meghan's claims about putting herself through Northwestern University were moving and inspiring, but Grigoriadis and Gold said Meghan was clearly trying to place herself in a seemingly relatable rags-to-riches Cinderella story, laced with strong independent woman self-sufficiency. Grigoriadis wrote that Meghan might not have been telling the truth, at least according to her estranged half-sister Samantha Markle, who immediately took to social media to call bullshit on a college story. Samantha Markle said their father, a retired Hollywood lighting designer, paid for a college education. At the time, Samantha Markle called Meghan delusionally absurd. Meanwhile, Michael Cole, who worked for the BBC for 20 years, told Sky News Australia that Americans were sick of Harry and Meghan's whining and moaning.